Good morning, I'm Faye Thompson. This morning we're going to do a tomato salad. And I love tomatoes. I eat tomatoes, I guess, at least twice a day. As the season lasts. Now, I don't like tomatoes that's grown in other places as much as I do in Arkansas. I have to slice these up, about 1/4 of an inch. We're going to place these in our salad dish. We're going to cover this with our spices, and we want to leave it for an hour or so and let the spices blend in with the tomato, but don't leave the tomatoes too long, because if you do, they get a little bit soggy. But I think you're gonna like this recipe. All of my family likes tomatoes. When I grew up, of course, we had gardens and we had lots of tomatoes, and all my families always loved tomatoes. And my mother used to can a lot of tomatoes. During the tomatoes season, she would, I don't know how many jars she'd can, but she'd can enough to do us all winter and almost to the next harvest season. All of us children in the family worked chopping the garden and raising the tomatoes. Tomatoes are a lot better if you don't ever put them in the refrigerator. We used to go to the garden, and sometime we'd raise the little, we call them Tommy Toes, the little tomatoes, and we'd eat them out of the garden, and I can remember how good that was. I love that. We used to help my mother can those tomatoes too. We not only can the whole tomato, or they cut them up a lot of times, we can tomato juice, and I still drink tomato juice. I like what they call cocktail tomato juice. You put a lot of spices in it. It's very good. I had 2 brothers, but they didn't work much in the garden. It was mostly my mother and the girls. They had other work to do, though, that we couldn't do. Those were good times. My daughter-in-law, Jane, loves tomatoes as much as I do, and she eats tomato sandwiches. All she does is put a little mayonnaise, I think, on them. We're taking 1/4 of a cup of olive oil, 1/4 of a cup of vegetable oil, 1 tablespoon of wine vinegar, a tablespoon of lemon juice, 1 clove of garlic, chopped up. We crushed that garlic too with a press. 1 tablespoon of dried basil, 2 teaspoons of salt, 1 teaspoon of black pepper. Now we're going to mix all of this and pour it over our tomatoes. This is what I was telling you a while ago. You may need to let it sit for an hour or so before you serve it, so all of these spices will get mixed in with your tomatoes. We're going to pour this over the tomatoes. Well, we have 6 green onions chopped up, and we're just going to sprinkle this on top of it. We have plenty of green onions, don't we? I love onions too. I guess I like all the garden food. My children love vegetables out of the garden. The next thing we have is 1 tablespoon of parsley, and this is dry parsley. And I did raise parsley this year, and I put it the other day. It looked like it's going to frost, and I thought, well, I'm going to go out and get that and put it in the freezer, so that's what I did. So I have enough parsley if I have to have fresh parsley most of the winter. I raise that parsley in the indoors in the aero garden, and you'd be surprised how much it produces too. I plant a lot of herbs outside too. We're finished with this tomato salad. I think you really will like it if you try it. I hope to see you on another video. Thanks for watching.